Okay, what if our monuments didn't just, commemorate the past, but actually healed the future? Today, we're diving into a pretty groundbreaking proposal that aims to do just that. We're talking about engineering a whole new kind of living system designed to save our coastlines. So, where does this all start? Well, it starts with a crisis. Right where our rivers meet the sea, our planet is basically choking. These incredible ecosystems are just getting hammered by pollutants and way too many nutrients. These zones are literally suffocating. There's actually a name for this. Scientists call it an estuarian bottleneck. And really, you can just think of it as a choke point. Everything that flows off the land gets squeezed and concentrated right here before it hits the ocean. Now, that makes these spots incredibly fragile, for sure. But it also makes them the perfect place for a really smart, high-impact intervention. All right, so here's our game plan for today. We're going to start with that choke point for nature. Then we'll get into the big idea, this Swamp 2.0 solution. We'll explore the 7 living filters that make it work, see why it's so much more than just a filter, and finally, look at what this could mean for coastlines of the future. Okay, first up, the choke point for nature. Let's really get into the problem that Area X is designed to solve. Why are these estuaries, these critical bottlenecks, in so much trouble to begin with? And this really gets to the core of the strategy. See, instead of trying to fix an entire massive coastline, the idea is to intervene at these very specific critical nodes. You make a small, smart move right here, and it can set off these huge positive ripple effects for the whole system. It's almost like ecological acupuncture. So what is this intervention? Well, it has a name, Area X. And you can basically think of it as Swamp 2.0. We're talking about a super-engineered, intelligent wetland that's designed not just to copy nature, but to actually boost its ability to heal itself. And the design itself is just beautiful. It takes its cues from patterns we see all over the place in nature. See how it branches out from a central point? It's just like a tree canopy or a river delta. This really elegant shape is called the arborescent fan, or just a fan for short. But don't be fooled, the A-fan is not just for looks. It's a seriously functional blueprint. Here's how it works. Water comes in through a central channel, and then it's split off and guided into these 5 to 9 specialized branches. And each branch has its own unique job, its own kind of ecological superpower. So how does this whole system actually do its thing? Well, let's get into the core of Area X. These specialized branches, they're basically the vital organs of this living machine. So let's take a little tour of what they are. And just look at this incredible toolkit. We're talking about some wild stuff here. You've got mushroom filters, magnetic pollen sponges, there's even a bioelectrical layer that literally makes power from mud. Each one of these modules is like a specialized piece of the puzzle, all working together to clean, restore, and support life. Okay, let's zoom in on one of the coolest modules, the mycobaffles. These use the root structure of mushrooms. It's called mycelium, and it's all packed into these cassettes. So as water flows through, this super dense network acts like nature's ultimate sieve. It's trapping particles, it's absorbing heavy metals, and it's even breaking down organic pollutants. Just amazing. And then you have this, which honestly sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie. Magnetic pollen sponges. We're talking about tiny, hollowed-out pollen grains that are infused with magnetic particles. You put them in the water in these cartridges, they soak up all the nasty stuff, and here's the genius part. You can pull them right back out of the water with powerful magnets, clean them, and use them again. And maybe the most incredible part of all, Area X powers itself. Yeah, you heard that right. There's this layer of what they call sediment microbial fuel cells, or SMFCs. It basically uses the natural chemistry between the mud and the water to generate a constant little stream of power. And that power is used to run sensors all over the system, creating this self-powering nervous system that's always monitoring the estuary's health. So, okay, Area X is obviously an amazing filter, but its benefits go way, way beyond just cleaning water. Let's talk about the payoffs here, not just for nature, but for people too. Just look at the difference here. On one side, you have a traditional seawall. That's gray infrastructure. It's a lifeless barrier, it reflects waves, and it just degrades over time. But the living shoreline of Area X, it's the complete opposite. It's a habitat bursting with life, it absorbs wave energy, it can actually self-repair and grow, and oh yeah, it sequesters blue carbon. It's no contest. And we're talking about real dramatic results here. The system is designed to slash those harmful phosphate levels, the stuff that causes toxic algal blooms, by a target of 70%. That's a huge deal. And it's not just about taking out the bad stuff. It's about bringing in the good. There are these special modules called hollow underwater galleries, or HUGs, that act as safe nurseries for fish. And the target here? A 300% increase in juvenile fish counts. That's not just recovery, that's a population boom. And this all leads us to the biggest idea of all. Because Area X isn't meant to be just a one-off project. It's designed from the ground up to be a blueprint, a model that you can replicate and deploy on coastlines all over the globe. And this is so important. This isn't some fenced-off industrial facility you're not allowed to touch. The design actually integrates a public space, a visitor pavilion called the X-Hub. It completely transforms this piece of infrastructure into a park, a monument, where people can come, they can walk around, learn, and literally connect with the healing process. So picture this. You're at the X-Hub. You can stand on a public viewing deck and see a live dashboard showing the system's health. You can look through windows built into the deck to see fish swimming around in those huge galleries. And the whole thing, the lights, the exhibits, it's all powered by that very same bioelectricity coming from the mud beneath your feet. And here's a really beautiful touch. The plan is to translate all that sensor data into art. So a change in the water salinity might change the color of a light installation. The rhythm of the water flow could become a piece of music. It literally lets visitors hear and see the ecosystem breathe in real time. And that's what brings it all back to this idea of scalability. Area X is designed as a standardized kit of parts. It's like a set of high-tech ecological Legos. The AFAN layout, the different filter modules, the HUGs, you can take these pieces and adapt them for river mouths and lagoons of all sizes, anywhere on Earth. So this entire project really leaves us with one powerful, provocative question to think about. What if our infrastructure didn't just serve us, but what if it actively healed the planet too?